Hello everyone, my name is Agent Paul of MTF Delta 7, codename Bookkeepers, and welcome back to the SCP Document Review. And the SCP we will be reviewing today is SCP-7148. Object Class: Keter. Special Containment Procedures. Various oases are to be established and sustained around the Fertile Crescent, with provisions of food and water for stranded persons to deter manifestations of SCP-7148. Recording instruments like video cameras, microphones, Akiva radiation trackers, thermometers, etc. are to be set up therein to track and monitor SCP-7148. Its presence in the desert is to be explained through dissemination of Cover Story 6F3, Religious Pilgrimage. All instances of SCP-7148-F offered by the SCP are to be confiscated and, if cleared of anomalous traits, distributed. Description: SCP-7148 is a Levantine human male covered in scars roaming in a 5-kilometer radius around and within the Negev Desert. It speaks in an unknown dialect of the Hebrew language. Despite this, when a person is spoken to directly by the SCP, they comprehend its words as if spoken to in their native language. When a person suffering from dehydration or starvation comes into contact with SCP-7148, they are given a supply of goat's milk stored in a leather pouch, given separately together with a tiny seed-shaped white substance, wrapped in leather and sinew, hereby referred to as SCP-7148-FH and -FM. SCP-7148 will offer a trade for any object, prioritizing plant seeds and fresh soil, in exchange for -FH and -FM. Refusal of the offer has no consequences, and will still lead to SCP-7148 giving out -FH and -FM. Carbon dating of -FH and -FM reveals that it dates back to around the Late Bronze Age, while temporal degradation analysis of them demonstrate that it is enough to last for 40 years. Anomalous particulate and caloric analysis of -FH and -FM demonstrates that both have faint traces of Akiva radiation and 0 calories. Addendum: MTF Dalit 603, codenamed Desert Foxes, ran out of food supplies during an expedition into the Arabian Desert. Due to moderate starvation within the group, SCP-7148 manifested within 5 meters of Dalit 603. After approaching the MTF, SCP-7148 attempted to give them an instance of the -F. But SCP-7148 found that it was lacking in both -FH and -FM. It brought out a knife, carved out 1 square meter of its skin, and drained a liter of blood from itself while grunting in pain. The skin and blood turned into -FH and -FM instances respectively. MTF Dalit 603 took this opportunity to chip SCP-7148 for better tracking of its manifestations in the future. Addendum: below is the most recent log of SCP-7148 post-chipping. SCP-7148 is spotted near a Foundation Desert Oasis. It is carrying -F instances. To better observe SCP-7148, a camera closer to it is chosen. An unknown individual, later identified as civilian Jacob Lebowitz, approaches SCP-7148. They are mildly dehydrated. SCP-7148 notices them and approaches with a -F instance. "Thank you for the drink." Inaudible murmuring from 7148. "Seeds? I have a bunch of figs here. Is that enough?" SCP-7148 nods. Lebowitz smiles. "Probably would have collapsed out there if it wasn't for your food. Stay safe." Lebowitz leaves the area. SCP-7148 brings out a pouch filled with various seeds of various plants. It grabs a handful of seeds and buries them into the sandy soil. Then gathers wood near the oasis and forms a fence around the seeds. SCP-7148 eats the figs, but quickly suffers an extremely severe bout of emesis. 10 kilometers away from SCP-7148, Foundation anemometers detect a sandstorm. The sandstorm is 500 meters away from SCP-7148. It notices the sandstorm and begins to start digging in the sand with his bare hands. The sandstorm is 100 meters away from SCP-7148. It has made a small hole to hide in. SCP-7148-FH covers the hole. For 40 days, cameras cannot see anything due to the sandstorm. Microphones near the hole detect sobbing and cracking sounds. SCP-7148 climbs out of the hole after SCP-7148 climbs out of the hole after the sandstorm has subsided. The Foundation-issued oasis is fully covered in sand, and the planted seeds and fence are nowhere to be found. SCP-7148 collapses on the sand and cries. The hole is covered in high-quality -FH and -FM instances. SCP-7148 is covered in more scars. After crying, SCP-7148 gathers the created -FH and -FM instances and swallows them. SCP-7148 walks again. Microphones near SCP-7148 detect a voice, which when translated reads, "Where is Nebo?" Afterward, during the sandstorm, Foundation instruments detected abnormally high levels of Akiva radiation. And that is it. Another interesting one. It's odd we are not providing assistance where we can. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. My name is Agent Paul of MTF Delta 7, and I'll see you next week with another document review. Bye.